over a lifetime. The second thing that you need to do is start to work on your ability to get your mind behind this identity. And so we need a skill set for mental reprogramming. And so this includes things like being able to identify your own belief structures, take down a belief, add a belief, take down a judgment, add a judgment, you know, and construct your mental pathway toward your ideal life. Then we talked about emotional range. So yesterday we talked about emotional range, and that is your capacity to feel all of the feelings that come with an abundant life. We talked about processing emotions. We talked about being able to and build that capacity so that way you have more willingness to feel good shit in your life. So today what we're talking about is the spiritual or the energetic aspects of wealth creation. And so this is really, really important because everything in our lives is made out of energy, and energy is underneath everything that we do. And so I'm going to give you an example to demonstrate what I'm talking about before I go on. So imagine a situation where you were engaging with a salesperson, and that salesperson loved you and wanted to take good care of you and was there to serve you. And I want you to imagine a situation where you were working with a salesperson who didn't care about you and was really just trying to make a sale, was really just trying to get the commission. Those two people might have been doing the exact same job, saying really similar words, and really like essentially doing the same thing, but one was coming from an energy of service and the other one was coming from an energy of get money. And so from the outside, we can feel that. And we know that the energy of service draws money in, and that you were very likely wanting to buy something from that person. But when they show up with get money, that's repulsive. And you were very much like, let me get out of here and go buy something from anybody else, right? And so this is the power of understanding energetics. Right. And so in this example, energy is something that we all see, we all feel, we all kind of have some understanding about, but it's invisible. And so sometimes we get really fixated on what actions to take, what strategies that we're going to use, and we don't really look at the energetics. And so when our energy is in alignment with our identity, with our mind, with our emotions, and then our energy. When all of this is in alignment, stuff starts to move fast. It starts to get easy. This is where people start to say things like, oh, it can be effortless. And I think that's a little bit of bullshit, to be totally honest. I think you're going to do work. I think however you're wanting to build wealth is going to be work. You're going to put effort in. But when these things are aligned, the effort that you take moves you. And when you're out of alignment with these things, you can take so many steps in a circle and you can feel like you're not getting anywhere. Where when you're in alignment, you can take action and it moves you towards your goals. So when I'm talking about this spiritual skill set, what I'm talking about is your capacity to recognize and understand the energetics that are underneath things like your sales process, your marketing, your messaging, how you're dealing with your money altogether. Like there are specific energies that draw money in and that repel money out. Chasing money repels money out. That like get money repels money. So we want to be in service if we're calling in big money. And we also, once we have the money, we want to create structure for that money to flow through. So there are some energetic skills that really, really help. It gives us an additional lens for making decisions in our day-to-day. And then as we make progress, as our spiritual skill set grows, our energetic skill set grows, what you'll find is you can tap into things like your intuition in a really clean way. Like sometimes you'll be able to get guidance, from your own soul, from your higher self. Like that stuff is really, really priceless when you're in a spot where maybe you're a little confused or you're unclear. This kind of skill set, an energetic skill set, will also help you to identify patterns. And the work that I do with clients around patterns really is super valuable when it comes to business. And it's also super valuable when it comes to relating to all flavors of relationship, relating to yourself, relating to your money, relating to children, your spouse, your friends, your coworkers, your colleagues, being able to be in leadership. And so it's about being able to recognize these patterns, but also being able to shift the energy at the pattern level. And this is some really just like amazing, amazing, powerful stuff. Also, having these spiritual skills helps you to identify when you're in your own way energetically. And so that can be things like money blocks. And really, most of the time, money blocks are really what we're talking about is we're talking about self-protection. We've included something into our energy field that's like a survival mechanism that says, oh, we're not going to do this because it's going to be dangerous. And so sometimes these survival mechanisms that we, apply to ourselves and our behavior are from grade school or from high school or from, our first marriage or like from these times way in the past, and they don't actually serve anymore. So this understanding of the way that energy works and how we've essentially like just changed our own energy. And I'm talking about this like it's very ethereal, but it's simple. It's like stuff like, oh, this one time I did this thing and my heart got broken, and now I see that quality of people as a red flag. And that may be true, but also you start adding up every single time you ever got hurt, and now all of those red flags are they're less likely to be able to help you. And so this is the way that survival mechanisms can get into the way. And it does take your ability to see what's unseen. And it does take your ability to move energy to be able to kind of get out from under these things. So money blocks are typically energetic. They're in the realms. And also when we're building these lives, we need the mental skills, which to be able to craft them in the energetic realm before they become manifest. And so like if you've studied law of attraction at all, you know that visualizing is a spiritual skill, right? Like you're creating this dream in the substance of the universe before it's going to manifest in the real world. So these are some things that really, really help to create, again, I'm talking a big, juicy life. I'm talking full life abundance. I'm talking all of the good stuff, not just making more money, like not just like a get rich quick scheme. So when you have these things together and in alignment, we start to see you have a lot of personal power. We start to see like you're magnetic. And so this is the work that I'm teaching inside of Limitless Wealth. And so Limitless Wealth is a year-long program where I take high-performing women through these skill sets so that way they can achieve, limitless wealth over a lifetime, but by being able to work with themselves. Right. Tomorrow we're going to talk about clear money pathways, and that's the last key, and it's also really important. So listen, if you're into this, if you're like, I love what this lady has to say, I want these skill sets, I want to be able to change my mind at will, I want to be able to have emotional range, I want these energetic skills also, book a call with me. I want to talk to you. I want to help you. I want you to have everything that you ever wanted. Money, love, baked treats delivered to your bed. I want all of it for you. So what you'll do is you can book a call. It will go right to my calendar, and we'll take about a half hour. We'll talk to each other. I want to figure out where you are. I want to see what's in the way. I want to see where you are in your mindset, in your wealth identity, and basically see where that is in comparison to the life that you want to build, and then start to work with you on like, where is this gap and how can we get you there fastest and most effectively. So book a call if that's what you want. I would love to talk to you. Appreciate you. Bye.